I'm Oz.
And I'm Susie.
And we're here at the wonderful Pig at Cuvée.
And we're here because it's the Wine Alive Christmas Sipping Series.
Christmas, time to give yourself a treat.
And your friends and your family.
All right, we've got 3 fantastic treats for you.
Yes, so we've got 3 brilliant treats. Now, these are a bit splashy, a bit spenny, but it's that time of year. If you're going to do it any time of year, Christmas. And it's just lovely to indulge in something just a little bit extra festive and special.
Yeah, Christmas is about making yourselves and your family and your friends just feel better. Always a time to spend a bit more money if you want to. Don't try and save too many pennies. Go for something really special. And what have you got here?
Well, we've got something really special to start off with in the form of bubbles, and it's English sparkling wine from Sussex.
That's a really important message for this year. Be proud to be English. If you're proud to be English, drink English sparkling wine, because if you haven't tried it, you'll be absolutely astonished at how good it is. And if you have tried it,
Oh, happy Christmas!
You know how good it is.
Let me pour you a glass. So this is Rathfinny, a winery that I think you know well, Oz.
Oh, Rathfinny is a wonderful operation. It's right down on the south coast. Thank you.
Cheers.
And it's in a beautiful valley just near Eastbourne. There's a wonderful bit of the cliffs called the Seven Sisters, really famous. Well, this is the river valley that goes up right next to it. And there it is, Rathfinny. And it's a single family operation, and it's on blazingly white chalk soil. Now that's really important because the South Downs and the North Downs are chalk, and so is Champagne. So in fact, what you've got in the south of England, Kent, Sussex, Hampshire, even down to Dorset, you've got the same soil as Champagne. Now, of course, we've got the same grapes as well. We grow the same grapes. That's the white Chardonnay grape, the red Pinot grapes, the same grapes, and we now make the wine in the same way as Champagne, which is very, very costly. It's costly. It's handcrafted. It takes time. It takes investment. The wine has to be aged. All of that takes quite a few.
3 years this is aged in the bottle before release.
Yeah,
extraordinary.
Yeah. So, and the wine's now, what, 5-6 years old?
So 2019 vintage.
Yeah.
As you say, Chardonnay and the Pinot Noir grapes, Pinot Meunier, so the Champagne grapes, Champagne soil. Does it taste like champagne is going to be the question everyone's asking.
Well, and I'm going to say in a few years' time, I hope we're not even going to ask that question. We're just going to say it tastes like wonderful English wine. Champagne can taste like champagne. English wine tastes like English wine.
I mean, it tastes as complex and luxurious as champagne, but because we're in a slightly cooler climate, England, we've got that amazing tingling acidity that I sometimes find lacking in some champagnes. Champagne tends to be a little richer, but this has this refreshing palate cleansing quality, not sour, just gorgeous tingly acidity and bubbles.
It's like a really good English apple. Isn't sour, but it's just got a better acidity than a continental apple. And that's important, Susie, what you're saying about acidity, because southern England is like about Dover to Calais. You then go to Calais. It's about 2 hours drive to Champagne. Champagne's a region just near
not that far away.
Not far away from Paris. It's supposed to be about 1 degree warmer than the south of England. So with all the climate change we're having around us, the south of England has now got the same kind of climate as Champagne had 20 or 30 years ago.
And Rathfinny is one of the leading wineries, isn't it?
Wineries.
So brilliant as a really classy aperitif. That's the classic Cuvée 2019 from Rathfinny.
It's really saying now, when you're serving English sparkling wine, be proud of it, because it's ours and it's excellent.
I'm going to move us on, though, fairly swiftly, because I've got for our treat, and I know you love this winery very much. For our treat red wine, we've got the Meerlust 2021 Rubicon from Stellenbosch, South Africa. And
Meerlust is the original high-quality red wine producer in South Africa. By the way, I think it's 50 years ago, in this year, 50 years ago, that they made the first Bordeaux blend. And what that means is you use the Bordeaux grapes. That means Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot, the 2 most important, Cabernet Franc as well, and said, we can make a wine like Bordeaux in South Africa. And of course, 50 years ago, Bordeaux was without any rivalry was thought of as the best red wine area in the world. Now there are loads of areas which are as good as Bordeaux. These guys were the first people in South Africa to do it.
It's interesting. We've done the English wine using champagne grape varieties. We're now doing the South African red using Bordeaux grape varieties.
Yeah.
So let's go in. I mean, I can smell how classy it is.
Colour, and it's a lovely, lovely colour.
A bit of cedarwood going on in there as well, so a bit of oak.
Cedarwood, that's what Bordeaux used to taste like in the old days. Hardly ever does nowadays. It's an area called Stellenbosch in South Africa. And honestly, nowadays when people say, where can I get Bordeaux grapes? Where can I get Bordeaux flavours? I often say, well, if Bordeaux's not doing it for you, Stellenbosch will. And these are the leading guys down.
This is a really top-end South African wine, quite a famous icon wine from South Africa. But I know it's going to be a treat in terms of cost, but not breaking the bank. Good value.
It does taste like Bordeaux. It's a bit like Bordeaux used to taste like. Doesn't always taste like that anymore. It's very dry on the palate, but full of flavour, coats your mouth. And it's just got that slight grainy quality, which just makes your mouth water. That's the bitterness coming from the skins of the Cabernet Sauvignon grape, the Merlot grape. They're quite bitter, those wines. They take a few years to develop. Now, this one is what, four and a half years old?
Yeah, this is 2021. I mean, I think it's drinking really well now. You could give that as a gift to someone and they could cellar it away for a few more years.
20 years.
It's going to be fine.
It could take 20 years. I tell you one thing you might want to do with this is decant it. If you've got a decanter at home,
good idea.
Decant this. Don't worry about the sediment. It's just a case of, I doubt if there's any real sediment in
Probably
this.
not.
Just pour it into the jug to give it some aeration. Oh, I said jug. So if you haven't got a decanter, you have got a jug.
Use a glass jug.
Use a jug.
I do.
It's just to give it some air, because the air will open it up and make it richer and softer.
And I'm going to, I mean, I love that slightly spicy cedarwood with the cassis and, as you say, the fresh finish. This, for me, is if I'm cooking lamb or beef over Christmas, that's going to be a star match in a decanter on the table. Real treat.
But it will do the turkey and all those things as well, because actually this wine is good enough to say this is a centerpiece wine for Christmas.
Get one of those old-fashioned coaster things and put the empty bottle in there by the decanter. I mean, show off, it's Christmas. Exactly. Get the fancy things out. They gather dust the rest of the year.
I haven't got one. They've gathered too much dust in my life.
I've got about 5, I think. But I love that. And Christmas time, bring all the, the fancy corkscrew, the decanter, everything. So that's utterly delicious. And I know you go back a long way with this winery and you thoroughly approve of them. One
of the first people I ever visited in South Africa.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Tremendous operation.
Now, a touch of the strong stuff.
Yes.
That's the spirit. Bit of Christmas spirit here. We're moving to France now, to southwest France, for Janneau Armagnac.
Yeah, because there are 2 famous brandies in France. There's Cognac, which is made up sort of north of Bordeaux, and there's Armagnac, which is made south of Bordeaux. Bordeaux is a great big port sitting out on the Bay of Biscay. So north of it, you're still in the Bay of Biscay. You've got an area called the Charente area, and down in the south, in this wonderful area, it's a part of lost France. I call it La France Profonde, the deep France. It's an area called the Gers, and it's amazing.
It's bucolic bliss.
Bucolic. There's hardly any villages, no towns, just tiny little hamlets, little people doing artisan things. And what they say about Armagnac, the local brandy there, is it's much more artisan than Cognac.
Cognac has these big grand houses, doesn't it? But Janneau is relatively large and very established and available in this country. Lots of Armagnacs don't make it over to the UK.
This actually is the original established Armagnac house, 1851.
Oh, it's the oldest?
Yes, the oldest.
Wow, okay. Yeah. So I love Armagnac, and I have a theory that wine lovers, when they move to spirits, like Armagnac, because it's fruitier than Cognac. I pick up this pruniness. And
just what I was going to say. The thing about Cognac, by the time, I think Cognac's a wonderful drink, but it actually, all the aging has taken away the grape flavour. I smell this, and I immediately think, I can smell the wine it was made from, because brandy is distilled wine.
Can smell raisins. And I can smell
I thought almost
prunes,
like a pear flesh fruit.
And a bit of pear, like ripe pear. Gosh, yeah, that's good. And a very gastronomic part of the world, Armagnac. So you'd have this after a feast of duck, typically, wouldn't you? Cassoulet or some sort of prune tart with a glass of this.
And a couple of pigs.
And a couple of pigs, if you must.
Honestly, it's a great place to eat.
So how do you drink this, Oz? I'm wondering would you go with this on ice, or you're having it neat?
Just like it is.
Room temperature?
That's lovely. It's very fruity, but it's been a few years in an oak barrel. So and that's really important. If you only put the brandy into, say, a stainless steel tank, it would never soften. You need to put it in an oak barrel. Oak barrels have got vanilla in the wood, and when the spirits put in the oak, they draw a little bit of vanilla out of the wood, and that mellows into the brandy, takes the edge off it, gives it a slightly fudgy kind of
that's
richness.
good. Yeah, fudgy, just very mellow.
Yeah, so you get a lovely fresh fruit sense, which is quite rare in a brandy, and it's fudgy and soft at the same time.
I don't mind a bit of ice in this, but I don't mean a bit. I mean one big chunk, because if you have one big ice cube, it will melt much more slowly than lots of little chippy bits of ice. So I would perhaps go for that by the fire.
I think it's good enough to stick just by itself.
Yeah,
I'd have it by itself. I'd sip it really slowly and just let the whole thing spread over my mouth.
Maybe with a bit of chocolate.
What, in the glass?
No.
Oh, okay, just check.
A little bit of dark chocolate, some nuts by the fire. Christmas in a glass.
In a way, I just have the fire. And that would give me Christmas.
I want the chocolate. I want the chocolate.
I don't.
Anyway, we drink our Armagnac slightly differently, but we both love it. Yeah.
This is just one of our Wine Alive Christmas sipping series videos with me, Oz Clarke, and my mate Susy Atkins. If you'd like to know more about the wines we've tasted, head over to our blog at wine-alive.com and check out other episodes. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks again for watching, and we hope you sip splendidly this Christmas.